everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So we're going to get back into the Bookwalker, and I believe this might be the end game. If you remember from the last episode, we were told that we were getting our last job, and we were going to get our freedom. So, probably nothing's changed. We should have a new ability. Healing when applied, increase the damage. I want healing. Okay, so the achievement was strive for perfection. Upgrade your skills 5 times. Okay, so I doubt anything has changed, but we'll just take a little look. You need to put this on the desk. Alright, let's see what the final book is. Something called Sand. It's like a desert train. Strange note, the contractor agrees to infiltrate the book Heart of Sand by Samantha Murray. And couldn't read it. Okay, let's see how big the item is. Looks like it's probably gonna be a small one. Okay, I want to travel downstairs real quick. Actually, double check the kitchen, make sure there's no food in here. Oh, there we go. Thanks for washing the dishes. I'm completely exhausted from after my daughter's birthday. Oh, it was the neighbor across the street. Nice. Okay, nothing there. Can't knock on his door. Okay, let's go check downstairs real quick. Nothing. Not seeing anything here. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into the next and what could be the final book. Alright, so locomotive. You decide to keep working? It seems I don't have a choice. You shrug tiredly. After what happened? How did they manage to convince you? Or has another month passed since I last saw you? They spent a whole month convincing you? Not quite that long. I know what you're saying, but they're right. I need to finish my last job. If they get rid of my shackles, I can write my own book. So those same thieves can rob it later on? Looking at the floor. Tired. Just help me finish this. What are we looking for? A weather controller. A device that can control the weather? Seems so. It would certainly come in handy here. You look around. The air feels like it's at least 100 degrees, if not 120. Okay, let's get to it. Huh, dead guy. The tag on the coat says, Pete Jenkins. A small light is blinking on the radio panel, next to a worn out, accept call button. Examine the radio. Old equipment covered in sand. You see a steel plate with the number 42 on it next to the speaker. Okay, press the button. You hear static over the radio. Lindeff Jr. speaking. I'm taking over for the late senior meteorologist. The voice belongs to a very young man, but sounds confident, as though he's been given commands over the radio his whole life. Is anybody between lines 10 and 42? Is that us? Who knows? Is that us? I think we're in range, maybe. You're breaking up. What's your number? 42. Got it. Pete Jenkins, correct? I think Pete's, I don't think Pete will be making radio contact anytime soon. Is his body nearby? There's a skeleton in the chair. Writing something down. Thanks. I've noted that in the log. Must have been the dissection storm last week that got him. Or desiccation storm last week that got him. East Side's family. What kind of storm did you say? Congratulations, you're the new operator of 42, so I'm obliged to inform you that there's a death storm forecast between lines 10 and 40, so you should head towards town. You can take shelter there. A death storm? You may not be able to see it from your position yet, but it's showing up on my instruments already. What'll happen if we get caught in it? Are you not from around here? Are there no storms in your zone? You could say that. I'm not from around here. Writing something down. An Enjoy voice. If you get caught in a death storm, you die. What other kinds of storms are there? Death storms are quite rare in this area. In your area, you're more likely to see a fear storms or madness storms there. Yikes. Great. But there are joy storms too, although most often happen in town. Alright, I'll try and get the train moving. Good luck. Okay, this sounds like a great place. Let's see. So train car door and outside door. I'll list the names. There's a long list of names scratched into the wall, and each one is different. Each one has a different handwriting. A sharp nail hangs on the chain nearby. Looks like this is the list of the train's previous operators. There's dozens here. Is this some kind of cursed train? We're probably just in a dangerous place. Look at the end of the list. The last one is Ronald Miles. What about our dearly departed Pete Jenkins? He probably didn't even have time to add his name. Add the dead train operator's name. Poor guy deserves this at least. Well, probably. We didn't know him after all. You take the nail from the chain and scratch Pete Jenkins' name into the wall. Not bad. What about yours? You're the operator now. Do you want people to forget about you too? You're right, I should add it. You scratch your name into the wall at the end of the list, then put the nail back in. Nice job. Couldn't put half that effort into the other names though. Had to make your own name the best. Yeah, you wipe a few metal shavings off your inscription. Alright, so let's try outside door. Okay. An oil tank. Oh no. What do you see? There's an oil bug inside. It ate everything. Knock on the tank. Something scares around inside the tank. Ooh, can we skip the bugs? Is there no way we can get to town without the train? What are you afraid of? What? Are you afraid of bugs? Hey, get out of the tank. Knock Carter on the tank. Let's knock Carter. Suddenly, an oil-eating bug jumps out of the tank. Grab the bug. The bug's 3 sets of legs scrabble at your hands. It's clearly displeased. Ew, drop it. I might need it. You put the bug in your most secure pocket of your jacket. You doubt you'll actually need it, but you're enjoying Roderick's reaction. The tank is empty of both oil and bugs. Okay, so we have to find some oil. Ew. It's kind of like a roly-poly, though. A wooden crate, the kind that's easy to open with an ordinary crowbar. So we don't have one yet. Jenkins' journal, oil canister, and crowbar part. I think these are the operator's possessions. So either written in an unknown language or is really awful handwriting. Everything train diary needs a 1. Dang, man, we don't have the stuff for the crowbar. Yeah, the train's controls panel leave the levers in the button. It's even the old photo. It's a photo of a woman with her blonde hair and a ponytail. It could be the former operator's daughter or maybe his wife. Okay, so it won't start. Why not? Go back to the control panel. Check the gauges. See a bunch of gauges, most of which aren't moving. Check the fuel gauge. The fuel tank is almost full. Everything's set here, so it should just be the oil, but cooling system is operational. Oil tank is empty. We need to do something about that. Okay, so we already know. We've got the the tanks there. Can't get on that one. Or maybe that was that back one. Okay, add oil from the canisters. The tank is small and the canister fills it almost to the brim. It's definitely enough to get you to town. Start the train. I think it's running. Great. And we're off. The death storm is approaching. Hurry! Anyone out past 10 miles. Train 42, what's your problem? You're barely moving. He's right, we got the train started, but it's hardly moving at all. We'll figure it out. You're looking at the full fuel panel. All indicators seem normal, except one. Cylinder 3 pressure. Open the top of the panel. There's a greasy note on the other side. Read the note. Read. Whoever gets this train next, I hope it's not you, Pete, you moron. The pressure in cylinder 3 has some stability issues. Sorry about that. Actually, no, I'm not going to apologize. By the time you're reading this, I won't care anymore. Deal with it yourself. Just kidding. Try hitting the panel that usually works for me. Good luck with the train. Well, you should definitely be able to do that. Hit the panel lightly, hit the panel with measured force, hit the panel as hard as you can. Let's try it. Something inside clangs. Something cracks. The train starts slowly picking up speed. Well, that wasn't so hard. You pick up the radio. Great work, 42. I can see you're picking up speed. The weather has been all sorts of crazy lately, even here in town. Yesterday, a sorrow storm almost slammed us, and we haven't had one of those in 100 years. Do the storms usually miss the town? Of course, only the joy storms make it here. The rest usually passes by. Like someone's controlling them, right? You can almost feel Roderick winking at you. What could affect the weather like that? I don't know. This all started after our senior meteorologist died. Come on, ask him about the weather controller already. It's obviously in town. Hey, have you ever heard of a weather controller? A what? It's a device that controls the weather. Is this a joke? I don't think he knows anything. Yeah, I guess the senior meteorologist had the controller. And everything started getting messy after he died. We should ask around about him in town. If only we had something like that. My God, he keeps laughing. We'd certainly be well off. Alright, I see you pulling in now. Good luck in town. Until next time, jokester. A guard is trying unsuccessfully to open the door of the train. He notices you. Hi there. He glances briefly at your face, but apparently decides not to ask about it. This guy here is causing a little traffic jam at the gate. Poor man got caught in a fierce storm on his way here. I'm not getting anywhere with him, but I have to make sure everyone is in town before the storm comes. Can we leave the train here and go into town? Leave the train? Are you out of your mind, my guy? I don't think that's acceptable here. I'll try and talk to him. Go ahead and try, but be gentle. It's not the poor guy's fault what happened. We'll see. Try and open the door quietly. Hey, friend, you there? Yes? Calm down now. I'm from train 42. Jenkins? Is that you? Jenkins is dead, friend. Jenkins is dead. I'm his friend. Yeah, it's me, Jenkins. Your voice sounds different. I got caught in a cold storm. You're just this cold storm. You're lying. What have you done to Jenkins? I don't think there's a peaceful way out of the solution. Force the door open. You lean your whole body into the door. You hear the mechanisms inside start grinding against each other. Just a little more. Come on, push. Clunk. I think the lock's open. The door easily slides aside. A scrawny man is sitting in the corner of the locomotive, arms covering his head. Hey, friend. The man lifts his head. When he sees your face, his eyes start widening slowly. Aw, damn. Has there ever been a single time when your appearance actually helped us in a situation? The man's eyes are still widening. Or does it always just create more problems for us? Let me think. The man's eyes are as wide as they can go. Now his mouth begins to open. No, it hasn't helped, not even once. I already told you it's a disguise. The man lets out a piercing shriek and runs out of the train. You see him head into the desert right towards the storm. Well, you definitely solved the problem in a way. Whoops. Well, I can't say you got the result I wanted. Sorry. Well then, I'll move his train along and then yours after. In the meantime, go up to your customs and get your paperwork, okay? The inspector is sitting in a cold, dark office. He looks up at you in a bored voice and says, Train number 42. The inspector digs through some papers. Are you Ronald Miles? No. Did you find the body of Ronald Miles? No, I found the body of Pete Jenkins. So after Miles, it was transferred to Jenkins, he writes in his notebook. And now the inspector looks up at you. My name is Tane. Just a Tane. Yes. I'll write that down. Muttering, wearing a shabby coat with a strange rusty cage hanging around his neck. It's not shabby. His face looks down at you, then looks down again. He looks at you, then looks down again. It's apparently disfigured. Oh, you aren't too good looking yourself. The inspector doesn't react. Here's your ticket. He hands you an old yellow ticket, which looks like it's been passed around for years. 1 standard town visit, 2 hours. Can I stay longer? You must sell all possessions belonging to the train's former operator before you leave town. Make that your top priority. I thought they were mine now. The inspector looks at you silently, trying to understand whether you're joking or you really don't know how things work around here. The train is yours, the possessions are the people's. And what happens if I can't sell them all in 2 hours? The items will go to the people. Okay, thanks. Go on through. He opens the turnstile. Town Train District. A young woman is talking to one of the travelers who passes her a strange half-empty bag. Extend my time by 1 hour, please. He answers the bag and quickly turns away. Hold on. The man freezes, tilting his head. Just who do you take me for? There's not enough sand here for 15 minutes. She takes a small pile of red sand out into her palm of her hand. Are you up to your old tricks again? Do I need to call the guard? No, please. 15 minutes is fine. Let me just catch my breath, and I'll be on my way. The man slowly retreats. He looks extremely tired. The woman turns to an empty hourglass in one of the niches on the wall. Damn beggars. She pours the sand from her hand into the hourglass. Then she picks up a radio, and you hear a crackling sound coming from the speakers echoing all over town. Peters, train 124, 15-minute extension. She puts the radio back on her belt, then reaches out a hand to you without looking. Shake her hand. I'm looking for the meteorologist. Give her your ticket. Okay, yellow. She takes out a new hourglass and pours in enough red sand to reach the second mark on the side. Then she puts it in one of the empty niches on the wall. 2 hours starting now. Good luck in town. Thanks, see you. Two inspectors are standing by the train discussing something. I don't get it. Why don't you like the auction idea? We always sell empty trains at auction. This heap of scrap wouldn't even make it a few miles. It's not a train auction. It's a premeditated murder of one of our people. It needs to be taken off the tracks and scrapped. Janie has enough work as it is. She got started on all those electronics. It'll be next year before she gets around to the train. Where would we keep it until then? Just have someone take the train and leave. They can ride around, maybe find the parts and fix it themselves. I can't believe how stubborn you are. The guard storms into the train and you hear a sharp metal clink. Then the man comes back with something in his hand. See this? Fine, he rolls his eyes. This is the damn brake handle. Should it be here in my hand or should it be holding the train in place? Let me at least go through his stuff myself. The inspector suddenly notices you and scowls. The hell are you doing here? Get away from the train. Nothing, just passing by. What if I say get away from the train? Planning to rob the train, are you? What about your customs of giving out possessions to the people? Don't be a smartass. Do you want the whole guard force to know what you did to Max? Well, do you want the guards to know you're robbing a train? The inspector takes a step forward, but the other inspector puts a hand out to stop him. You'd better get lost. He hesitates for a moment, then reaches into his pocket and takes out a bag of sand. And forget everything you heard. Take the bag. Now get out of here and don't interfere. The inspector turns around and loses interest in you. Ooh, nice. We got more sand. The merchant is desperately trying to get your attention. His smile reminds you of a late-stage insanity. Hey, man, hey, come over here. Get any sand? No, I'm looking to earn some myself. Yeah, plenty. Oh, well, I can't help you with that, but I've been selling my heart out, but I still don't even have enough sand to fix my train. You look at the Melon Sellers train. There are lots of things in the world you could call rundown, but everything you've seen up until now is sparkling clean compared to this train. And my time's running out. I have half an hour left in town. All because of those damn guards. They gave me a penalty, those dogs. What am I supposed to do? My wheel's busted. You notice the train's front wheel is sitting at the 45-degree angle. He doesn't need to worry. With a wheel like that, there's no getting the train out of here in any case. I should get going. I don't want to give him my sand just in case. A middle-aged woman is resting on the stoop of her train, a basin of laundry, children's clothes set at her feet. She stares at her train for a moment. She sighs and leans against the train door, which buckles slightly under her weight. So you're from train 42, huh? She grabs a cigarette and takes a drag. Did you know the previous owner? Jenkins, yeah. He was my husband. She gets up heavily and starts hanging the laundry as if nothing happened. I'm sorry. Are your hands clean? Take off your dusty gloves. I said I didn't kill him. Pass me the clothes. She nods at the basin and the diapers inside. Her nod sends ash flying from her cigarette onto a pair of men's pants hanging on the line. Hand her a pair of children's pants. Hand her the sheet. Take off your dusty gloves and pick up a pair of white children's pants. You glance at your hands for a moment. This was the first time in a long time that they've looked human. All that's left are the thin scars stripping across your palms. They probably won't even ever fade. The woman takes the pants from you. Hand her a sheet from the basin. She sticks out the sheet and throws it over the line. What's your business in town? Got stuff to sell? She blows her cigarette up, smoke upwards to keep it off the sheet. Yeah, your husband's possessions. Things. Just random things, nothing interesting. The woman ashes her cigarette, and you can see her glance quickly at you as she takes in the sheet. So Jenkins' possessions. Do you need me to... Sniffing. Pass her a bunch of socks. You pile a few socks from the basin together and give them to the woman. But the woman doesn't turn around to take them from you. She stands with her back to you, not speaking. I'm really sorry. When I found him, there was already nothing I could do. She nods weakly a few times. Turning halfway around, she passes you a cigarette. She already has a fresh one in her mouth and lit it. Take the cigarette. You sit on her train stoop. I found a journal on his train. I guess it belongs to you now. Customs won't let me just give it to you, but I'll figure something out. She smiles. A journal. Jenkins didn't know how to write. He probably robbed or killed someone. Those aren't his things. These thoughts seem to have put her in a better mood. As she finishes her cigarette, she packs up and heads inside her train. A child's joyful laughter greets her. A small but very strong chain is holding the crate shut. I'm not buying anything. Leave. So people's houses are stuck to their trains, huh? Hey, are you a digger? A what? A digger. My hearing is fine. I'm asking you what that means. The man looks at you without blinking for 10 seconds or so. You're attracting suspicion again with your unnecessary questions. I'm not a local. I'm not from here. You gesture at town. The man continues to look at you without blinking. This is the only town on our continent, possibly on the whole damn planet. Where the hell are you from then if you're not from here? I left for a long time, and now I'm back, but I don't remember anything. A digger is someone who digs up buildings in the desert. Do you know what the desert is? Or is there another desert where you come from? Or is there not another desert where you come from either? Right, a digger. They just call them something different back in my day. Yeah, I'm a digger. I was one of the best way back when. I find that hard to believe. Need work tomorrow. I want to dig up a building on Malta Street, but I can't do it myself. Of course, what's our plan? I started digging from the top, got from the 20th to the 7th floor, but the lower floors are hard work. The sand's packed tight and it's a pickaxe job. I want to round up a few more people, then we'll move out at sunrise. Is there anything special there in that building? The man peers closely at you. It seems he's not sure you can be trusted. There was a gun store on the first floor of the building. The work is all that all should concern you. I'll pay you, and what's in the building is none of your business. You in or no? I'll think about it. Think then. He throws a cigarette on the ground and turns away from you. Is he going to start a riot in town when he gets his hands on weapons? No, he gets caught in the firestorm out on the road tomorrow. Should get going. The sound that reaches your ears seems impossible in the desert world, wrestling pages, hundreds of pages. The table next to the woman's train is full of books with well-worn covers. Each one looks like it was taken out of an antique bookstore. Hello, the young bookseller waves at you. Hi. Are you new to these parts? I've never seen you before. Her attentive but slightly unfocused gaze slides over you. Your paper face doesn't seem to bother her. Yeah, I'm new. Do you know everyone here? No, of course not. It's just that generally the same people bring their trains to the same station every time. Were you looking to choose a book? Pick up the blue book. Oh, what an unusual choice. Why's that? People who choose this book usually want to hide from the real world and immerse themselves in fantasy, but I don't think you're one of those people. You carefully open the book. The binding is loose, and the pages, which are all different sizes and printed in different fonts, seem to be stuffed in at random. It only takes a moment for you to realize that you don't even know the language it's written in anyways. Well, what do you think? Keep looking through the book. Why are the pages and fonts all different? I knew you were new here. The pages are different because I sewed the book together myself from various pieces. But it's hard to read like that, and from what I can tell, it's not really a coherent story. A lot of people like it. Besides, it's not easy to find an intact book in this wasteland, you know. I thought she was a writer, but she's more like a seamstress. The bookseller has a sincere look of curiosity and politeness on her face as she watches you mumble. Can you give me the short version of what this book is about? It's the story of a man who pretends that he's changed and became the best version of himself, just so he can keep people around him, even though he's actually... I don't like that kind of thing. I'd rather look at another book. Be my guest, she gestures at the table. Pick up the red book. What's this book about? That's a curious one. It's about the history of the storms. You flip through the book. The letters swim before your eyes, not wanting to form coherent words. The different fonts, out-of-order pages don't help you understand it either. Very interesting. Have you read it? Of course, I put the pages together myself. I have a few questions about the book. You take a good look at the bookseller. She seems quite friendly. Your questions are just begging to come out. Ask about the meteorologist. I bet the meteorologist helped you with this book, right? Fat chance. He's never even set eyes on it. Everyone in town knows that our meteorologist couldn't even read an article, not to mention a whole book. Why's that? He's young, inexperienced, and to be honest, not all that talented. I thought he was well respected. Oh, do you mean the old meteorologist? He was better. Even I shed a few tears when he died. Did he get caught in a storm? No, he died peacefully in his sleep. If only everyone could have such an end. And don't believe what they say in town about him being killed. It's nonsense. Ask about the storms. The storms, where do they come from? Oh, now that's a long story. Well, several stories, actually. They'll tell you all kinds of stories about the storms in town, but the truth is they're fallout from an ancient war. Well, that's not exactly the truth. It's just my theory. I see. Ask about the weather controller. I've heard someone might be controlling the storms. Is that true? Nonsense. Controlling them with what? Some kind of device. But where would they get it? Do you think the old meteorologist would have known something about this? Well, if anyone did, it would be him. The old meteorologist was on good terms with all sorts of mechanical things. I see. Go back to the books. Sherry Jenkins' journal. I have something that might interest you. The bookseller tries to look uninterested, but you see her fingers trembling as you hand her Jenkins' journal. Notes. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. Are these someone's memoirs? Wow, this is an absolute treasure trove. Have you read it? I thought it was just an old train driver's journal. Let me read you some of it. Don't bother. I just want to sell it. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? You look appraisingly at the bookseller. She's definitely hooked. Time to collect some sand for your work. 10 seems crazy. Let's try 5. 5. Ooh, I'd be glad to give you 5 bags of sand, but then I'd have to leave town right now, and I still have so many books to sell. Would you lower your price? Okay, 2 bags. Well, I wasn't planning on spending so much, of course, but that's a fair price. The bookseller disappears into her train, then returns with 2 bags of sand. They have yellow letters in a language you don't know embroidered on them. This is for good luck. Yeah, thanks. You should have found out what was in that journal. It might have helped us understand this world better. I thought you could help me with that. Haven't heard much useful advice from you recently, by the way. Finally. The man's sleeves bears the letter CS next to an hourglass symbol. And you are? You keep looking at the letter CS, trying to think of what it might stand for. Customer service. From the customer service, I just finished going over your stuff in here. You need to sell everything that belongs to Jenkins before your time is up in town. Anything you don't sell will be confiscated when you leave. Yeah, they warned me already. And that, he points at Roderick's cage, that's mine. Can I see the tag? He leans closer. Why would I put a tag on my own thing? Can I see the tag? He leans closer. Why would I put a tag on my own things? An item with no tag belongs to no one. If it belongs to no one, then it's not yours either. Sell it. He writes something in his notebook. What the hell? I'm not selling my friend. He reaches for a radio on his belt, then looks at you questioningly. Cool. Let's try and solve this peacefully. No. The customs officer quickly picks up his radio. Train 42, penalty. He watches for your next move. Take a step forward. Fine, no problem, I'll sell. He nods and takes his hand off his radio. The customs officer tosses a folded-up trading tent at your feet. Have you done this before? No. Unfolding the tent signals that you're selling goods. People will come and buy from you, and you make what profit you can. Handed half the sand at the entrance, he points at the woman checking tickets. Do what you want with the rest. Good luck. He walks away. The trading tent is ready. Time to sell off Jenkins' junk? Not yet. Just want to finish looking around before I do that. The greenery on this train's roof is quite striking. By local standards, you're looking at a very well-kept train. Examine the train in silence. It looks like the train has been washed recently. The metal and glass are gleaming, and the thin layer of newly settled dust just looks like an elegant decoration. Green stems sway on the roof. You see Canocha, Worthia, and tons of other plants that you don't recognize. I'm sorry, did you need something? I wanted to ask, do you know how I can get into the upper district? I heard the meteorologist lives there. You can only get in once you retire, and I think you still have to have a while before that happens. I do, too. How do I get in there now, today? The woman shrugs silently and looks towards the way out of town. Running your eyes over the locomotive, you notice an old trailer with dried-up branches sticking out of the leaky roof. Take a closer look. The longer you look at the trailer, the more you shiver. Chills run up and down your spine like something icy touched a spot between your shoulder blades. Ask the woman about the trailer. Aren't you afraid your old trailer might fall off? The woman continues to look towards the way out. Yes, the trailer's quite old. If it falls off, it falls off. The corners of the woman's mouth turn up and she shakes her head. Ask her what she does. Okay. What do you do? It's as though the woman doesn't hear your question. She just stares silently, watching. Just when you think she's not going to answer, she starts to speak. I'm making it through life, day by day. I meant the plants. Oh, the plants? I used to enjoy nurturing life. The woman looks at the old trailer and stiffens for a split second. You see all the muscles on her face tense, but in an instant the illusion passes. Ask what's in the trailer? What's inside? Things. Old things. Ancient things. Toys. Why are you carrying them around? I thought it was better to travel light in the desert. I don't know. I'd rather keep them with me. The woman frowns, but doesn't tell you to leave yet. Ask about the meteorologist. Do you know anything about the meteorologist? He tells us when storms are coming. Is that it? Do you know anything else? The woman turns her head to look you straight in the eye. You can't read her expression. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks. You turn to leave, but suddenly feel something crawling across your neck. Wow, an oil eater. It seems that the oil bug in your pocket is finally trying to escape. Swat it, flick it off. And put your hand over your neck. Stop. Huh? Leave it with me. Okay. She walks over and opens the door of her train, picks something up, then returns to you. Here. She's holding 2 old dusty bags of sand in her open hand. 2 bags for this gross little bug? Is she insane? You won't hear me complaining. Give her the bug. You carefully remove the bug from your neck and pass it to the woman. She gives you the 2 bags of sand. Thanks. The woman nods gently to you, then turns her attention to the bug. Get out of here, outsider. My gosh, this place is so huge. The junkyard. You see a tall woman digging around in a pile of scrap metal. She picks up something that looks like an old computer case and takes out the microchips and wires as if they were parasites on a ripe piece of fruit. She tosses the cleaned-out computer into a pile to your left. Did you want something? Then she picks up a new one, not paying any particular attention to you. Do you need any help? She looks at the pile of scrap metal she still has to go through. For money, actually, for sand. The woman smiles. I'm getting paid pretty well for this. I don't want to share my earnings with anyone else. Who's paying you? Do they have more work? But maybe something a little less dusty? I'm not sure. She looks you over from head to toe. Stand up straight and puff out your chest. I don't think they'll have any use for you. But you can go ask Mr. Nerino yourself. He lives in the middle of the square. Nerino, got it, thanks. She responds with a sour smile. Got a lot of computers there, yep. She's concentrating hard on her work. Where'd they come from? She gives you a quick glance. Jenkins bought them a week ago. He dug up a whole warehouse full of electronics. Oh. Was Jenkins a nice guy? Was. Oops. Oh. Did I say was? I meant to say I heard he's a nice guy. No idea where you might have heard that, but definitely not in town. He's a real jerk. I hope he dies. Wow, that's rude. How do I get into the upper district? I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Do you know anything that might help? I don't know anything. She smiles slightly. What's that pipe on the wall? Where does it go? It's a secret. She gives you a quick glance and continues ripping apart the computer. I'm great at keeping secrets. So am I. She looks you in the eyes for a moment longer than is comfortable. That's what we're looking for. We can crawl through and go straight up to the upper district. There's a passage there. Now we just have to figure out what to do about this sewer guardian. Yeah, I'll ask around town. You pull on the grating, but it doesn't move. Okay, so I don't see anything else there. So let's go ahead and head back. An old lock hanging from a hinge is holding the crate shut. I don't have anything to do that yet. The woman looks at you unkindly. Two guards are sitting at the gate playing a strange game of stones. The guard on the left pretends not to notice you. The guard on the right isn't as good as feigning indifference. You see him casting quick glances at you. What do you want? What are you guarding? The men look at you, not speaking. Did you get blown in here by an idiot storm, pal? The guard on the right grunts. Don't bother us. Let me through. I need to go to the upper district. Are you over the age of 60? No. Are you visiting your wife and newborn? Yes. What's your wife's name? I'll call her to come meet you. Takes a radio from the compartment on the wall and starts unwinding the charger. Amanda Rupert or Maria Giuseppe? Amanda Rupert. Amanda Rupert, you have a visitor at the gate. Thanks. What the hell are you doing? Shh. 25 minutes later. Maybe try calling again. I called her 18 times already. You hear undisguised malice in his voice. Dispatch, put me through to the meteorologist. Hi, Lindoff, this is the guard. Can you check if we have an Amanda Rupert in town? Sure. Okay, got it, thanks. How's the weather today outside the city? He glances at you. Well, maybe it'll clear up. Alright, thanks. Yeah, you're doing great. Talk to you later. He punches a different code into the radio. Time service? What's your train number? He turns to you. 42, why? Yeah, train 42, a 40 minutes penalty for trying to trick the guards. Hey! Alright, thanks, over. Why? My wife is in town, I swear. Voice sounds over the town speakers. Attain train 42, 40-minute time penalty. The guard smiles at you and nods goodbye. Damn. You fuckers. Everyone here sucks. Angry man. Open suitcases are strewn around the train car. A man is washing something in a metal basin full of dark red water. He's washing so intently that you can hear the fabric dripping. He has an impressive large fang from some unknown animal hanging around his neck. He stops washing and shoots you a mean look. A cage around your neck. Is it some kind of new trend? You hear a clear dislike in the man's voice. Let's just keep going. We don't need any more problems. Is he washing out blood? Who cares? We're just passing by. Keep going. Maybe I should tell. Hey! Suddenly you feel a powerful yank down your neck. You look down to see the man's wet hands grabbing Roderick's cage. I had a trendy friend once, always bragging about his sand bear fang. Damn it! You grab the cage too and pull it towards you. But I taught him some manners. One punch, two. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes and keeps trying to pull the cage towards himself. The cage's hinges start making an unpleasant crunchy sound. Or is that your neck? Help me, I'm being robbed. Try to knock him off his feet. The man easily dodges your attack and pushes you away from him. It appears a real fight is about to start. And you butt wipe. Didn't touch me. The man flies into the basin, which turns over with a crash, splashing its contents onto the ground. What a sick bastard. Are you okay, Dane? Next time you're going in my pocket, or even better, walking on your own 2 feet. Breathing hard, you carefully touch your neck. The string left an impressive welt on the back. I know it's none of our business, but we can't just let that psycho roam free. Look for rope or call the guards. I don't know, would the guards even care? That's a bad idea. More attention from the guards is the last thing we need right now. Yeah, that's true. Let's look for it. You look at the suitcase on the ground and notice a photograph. 2 smiling men are standing in front of a locomotive. One of them, your attacker, has his arm around the other, who looks pale and tired. His shoulder is bandaged, and he has a fang pendant around his neck. You toss the photograph aside. Oh, there's some rope. Tie the brawler up. What? What are you doing? What's going on? He suddenly comes to and tries to stand up. The anger's gone from his voice, and now he sounds scared. Don't explain anything, just knock him out. Explain anything, just knock him out. Nothing's going on. Everything already happened. The man spots his foot on the ground, and his eyes move to the bloody clothes nearby. Suddenly, his face changes. Henry, oh no. Did I do this? He falls to his knees. And for what? He looks at the 2 bags of sand on the ground, which fell out of his pocket during the fight. Get these away from me. I can't look at them. Take the bags. You pick up the bags of sand. The man falls to the ground and starts crying. Let's go. We should leave him be. Okay, so there's the bookseller. The woman silently waves you away. The old man's face turns sour when he sees you. We got off to a bad start last time, but do you think you could... sand. Do you have any sand? No, I'm just trying to find out. Then keep walking, idiot, trying to waste my time. Okay, let's check out the flashy train. This is where he lives? Mr. What was his name? Norino. Shouting, hey, Mr. Norino, come out. The door slowly opens. A middle-aged man appears on the doorstep. He looks a little too clean for the surroundings, and he's holding a glass of something orange. He squints at you from the doorway, apparently not trusting you enough to talk face to face. Good day, nice house. I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Just be honest. Aren't we all? He gestures at the square around you. I don't plan on living here. Just have to take care of one thing, that's it. One thing. What could there possibly be for you to do there? He sips from his glass. Tell the truth. I need to get something. He waits for you to continue. Something important to me. How important? He gestures for you to continue. Ooh, a man of business. I'd say about, you look into your pockets, 1 bag of sand important? His face twists. 5 bags? Just looking for you to continue. 7 bags? The man starts nodding, but his hand doesn't stop moving. 9.5 bags. Moves his hand furiously. 10? Now you're speaking my language. I love it when a person wants something that badly. In a flash, the man transforms from a reserved aristocrat into a jolly businessman. Not a bad start to the day. Helping those in need, you might say. He steps forward and shakes your hand. I have things I can sell you. Could you tell me where I can get that much sand? Okay, I'll be back when I find bags of sand. I have things I can sell you. I have possessions I need to sell off. How about I give them to you and you lower your price? I'm a man of business, you see. Dealing with junk doesn't fit my status anymore. But I'm sure you'll find buyers among all the visitors in town today. Could you tell me where I can get that much sand? In our little town, people trade sand for either goods or services, or both. You just need to find what works for you. I could be back when I find that much sand. Good luck. Now, I'll be waiting for you. He bounds cheerfully up the stairs and, sipping from his glass, disappears behind the door. Okay, so I only have 7 bags. Okay, so we've got a locomotive door we can go into here. Okay, that's our door. Alright. I wasn't sure. Okay, open with the crowbar. You successfully open the crate. Alright, we got more sand. Just need one more bag. I need the damn pliers, man. There we go, pick the lock. With all your current experience picking locks, this one opens and falls to the ground in just a few seconds. Okay, I have a crowbar. I didn't really need that. Those parts. Oh, opening in the train. Just happened to notice that. You're looking at the completely unremarkable train, but suddenly a loose piece of sheet metal at the back of the car catches your eye. Instinctively, you look around and then get closer. So first you're a fraud, and now you're a thief, too. I haven't stolen anything yet. What do we have here? You feel around the side of the train. You're standing right by the gap between the train and the loose sheet metal. The darkness inside is calling to you. Let's look inside. A flashlight would come in handy, or a lighter, or at least some kind of matches. But you don't have any of those things, and besides, shining a light around would probably attract someone's attention from the train operators. Put your hand inside. There's just enough space for you to fit your arm in up to the elbow. Your fingers slide over the well-oiled innards of the train. Something brushes against your thumb. Touch the oddity. Like a blind man, you feel around the small space inside the train until you feel the contact again and again and again. You finally manage to grab something elongated and hard. It feels like part of a pipe. Let go of it, pull it toward you. On sudden impulse, you pull the metal object towards you. A gift from the belly of the train, secretly covered in engine oil. After a while, it gets harder to pull, but you're not stopping now. You give one last tug. When it comes loose, you can't believe what you see. There's a bag in your hands. A thief, just like I said. Put it back. Take the sand. Put it back. You release your grip, and the bag of sand disappears in the darkness, along with some of the hope from getting into the upper district quickly. A scowling, unshaven face appears on the train steps. You seem to have scared him, but he's trying to hide that fact. What are you digging around in there for? Who are you? Your sighting is coming off. You point at the gap in the metal. I already know that, wise guy. I'll fix it as soon as I have time. You wait for the train's operator to go back inside, but he stays on the top step, leaning against the doorway. You make yourself scarce before the silence can get awkward. It's probably a good thing I didn't steal it. Besides, I'm pretty sure I can make a bag of sand by selling that stuff. Of that guy's. I'm trying to make sure that there's nothing left for me to use my tools on. Okay, I'm not seeing anything there. I couldn't get in that right, yep. I need the stinking pliers. Okay, the trading tent is ready. Time to sell off Jenkins' junk? Yep, start selling. You brush sand off the tent and notice passersby starting to look over more frequently. What do we have to sell? Everything left in the bag. Some weird gas cylinders. You dig through Jenkins' bag. Empty, you sigh. Just put them on the counter anyway. You keep rooting around in the bag. Some rags and a cup. I doubt I'll even get one bag of sand for this stuff. Oh, something else. Some kind of map. Hey, bet we can do something with that. You notice a customer approaching. Listen carefully and remember this. The man is quite clean cut, probably from the upper district. Are you listening? Say that this map leads to something important, to treasure or whatever. What are you selling? The old man looks at the canisters, interested. Say anything, just push the map. Bunch of junk. I have something special. Some might even call it a real treasure. The old man doesn't react. He probably hears that same story every day. I hope you don't mean these helium cylinders. He points to the cylinders on the counter. They're empty, by the way. How much you give me for them? Show him part of the map. Show him part of the map. Continue. What more can I say? 10 bags of sand and the map is yours. I can't just pour out 10 bags for a map that leads who knows where. It leads to a treasure. Which treasure exactly? Chapman Roderick's cage. I'm thinking. A map to water, to a pile of sand, a pile of food, shelter. Well, it's a pile of food, water. Well, I would think in a desert place, water would be important, maybe even food. I mean, he doesn't need shelter because he's from the upper districts. Let's try water. The old man takes a flask of water from his belt and silently takes a drink. What's that you say? Oh, it's math, honestly. Oh, right. I think I read that they give out water for free in the upper district. That's my fault. A pile of food. What food? You're trying to say there's food just lying around in the desert. They'll just go to waste out there. Shelter. You know about the shelter, too. He ever so slightly looks around. Huh? There's a lot I know. You try to sound convincing. 10 bags, you say? I'll give you 5, but if the shelter isn't there, I'll come back and give you 5 more. Or, but if the shelter's there, 5. Wax. Oh, I did read that right. I thought I read it wrong. Right, to your head. With this, he shows you the small club on his belt. It's a deal. Great, we have some sand already. Alright, so I made enough sand. Let's see, I just want to double check. I don't think I have enough to make the pliers, which I really, really want to make, but I'm pretty sure I've gotten everything out of here. Yeah, I need the tools. The man appears in his doorway, looking cheerful. He looks you over in search of the bags of sand. Here are your 10 bags. Could you tell me where I can get more bags? I don't have them yet, so here's your 10 bags. My dear friend, wonderful, wonderful. He jumps down from the entryway like an excited child. May I? He looks at the bags, ignoring you. Go ahead. Hand him the bags. Wonderful, wonderful. He counts the bags. He counts out 2, which he hands back to you. Give these to Janie, the woman who does salvage work at the scrap heap. Tell her Mr. Norino sent you. He scoops up the remaining bags and starts to back into his home. Hold on. So it only costs 2 bags to get into the upper district, and you're just keeping the rest for yourself? Just because you know this Janie? It truly is a pleasure doing business with you, my dear friend. Come back any time. He disappears behind the door. What a dill hole. I'm starting to feel like everybody in this place is like that. The woman has cleaned out at least 10 more computers since you were last here. The parts are lying next to her in neat piles. She notices the 2 bags of red sand you're holding. How's Mr. Norino doing? She nods. We could have just come to an agreement. He's 8 bags of sand better now. I lost his touch. She smiles prettily. Let's get to it. Hold on. Once we leave, we won't be coming back here. Are you sure you're ready? I'm going to say yes, because I have no way to get the pliers, so. You toss 2 bags of sand at the women's feet. Let's get to it. I don't have much time. Train 42, your time is up. Prepare to leave town. I repeat, well, looks like you're too late. Is that a joke? I already paid you. The damn guards are about to come looking for me, and you're... She looks at you silently, smiling. I'm kidding. Let's go. She clears away a small heap of scrap metal from against the wall to pull a lever there. It's open. I'd hurry if I were you. Thanks. The woman smiles again. It seems like the whole situation strikes her as comical. A little advice for you. Trust a bag of bricks. Huh? What? Jump into the pipe. That's probably a hint. No going back now. Needless to say, it smells awful inside the pipe. It smells awful in here. This is just a drainage pit for the square. It's not the sewer system, so it could be worse. It doesn't make me feel better. The way forward is blocked by path of pile of trash, boards, and rags that almost looks like a barricade. Let's see, take it apart. I don't even know where to start. Pry apart the boards, pull out the trash bags. You try and pick up the trash bags, but the contents are too heavy and the bag rips. What the? Dust pours out of the bag and gets in your eyes. Coughing. Climb over the pile. You poke around the sports fruit with your foot. One of the trash bags seemed to be full of rocks or bricks. Oh, trust the bag of bricks. You put your weight in the bag, then throw your leg over. Okay, so I got the achievement, Brick No Mortat. Put your trust in a bag of bricks. Then throw your other leg over the barricade of boards. But your pants leg gets caught on a nail sticking out of the board. Oh, come on. Tug at your pants leg, free one of your hands, and carefully unhook the nail. You shift your weight to the right hand and try to unhook your pant leg from the nail. I can't get it, damn it. Come on, you're so close. Ah. Phew. Your pant leg is free. You jump the rest of the way over the barricade and land on your feet. You hear a voice over the radio somewhere up above. Final warning. 18, operator of train 42, your time is up. Leave town immediately or your train will be confiscated. You were right. There's definitely no going back. Oh my gosh, do I have to do this with everything? Your path is blocked by another pile of wreckage. This one has tons of broken glass scattered around it. I'd be more careful here. Get a running start and jump over the obstacle. Painstakingly pick up the shards of glass. Why the hell would I do that? That'd take forever. You back up, clearing space to get a running start. Are you sure? I'm sick of digging around in this trash. You get a running start. You begin to pick up speed. Push off the ground? Not yet. I don't know. Not yet? You keep running. Why aren't you jumping? I don't know. Jump. Too late. Bang. Damn. Are you alive? You broke down the whole barricade with your body. I felt it. Are you in one piece? I'm not sure. Damn. I think my shoulder is... You stand up with some difficulty. I think I'm an idiot. I think this is the last barricade. See, this is what happens when I second guess myself, because I saw the jump and then I saw the keep running. But I didn't know how far I was from the barricade, so I thought I needed to keep running. So I think this is the last barricade. Well, it's not like I can get any dirtier. This is Lenford Jr. speaking. A joy storm is approaching. It will hit us in 5 minutes. A joy storm? You could certainly use one of those. After this junkyard, even an ordinary storm would make me happy. The pile in front of you doesn't look particularly big. I don't even care anymore. Charge right through. I'm going to examine it carefully. It's a bunch of junk. I feel like you could probably just step over it. He's right. Step over the pile. You carefully lift one leg over the pile and quickly find yourself on the other side. That was easy. Joy storm, 3 minutes. Oh, come on, hurry up and get outside. Okay, let's see what's in the upper district. It took me 2 minutes to go over top of that pile. It's locked, judging by the smell. Someone inside is making soup. The joy storm has arrived. I repeat, the joy storm. Dad, is that you? You hear the sound of sand pouring out. It's getting closer. Soon it envelops your whole consciousness. You're suddenly overtaken by such a strong emotion that you involuntarily lean forward. It's like you're drowning in a calm, relaxing sea. Peace and quiet. You turn your head to the left and see your sister standing beside you. You're happy. She's not in danger anymore. You turn to the right to see your brothers. They're sitting next to you, all 10 brothers and you. They're wearing strangely colored armor. You look down and see that you have the same armor on. You touch the armor. A piece flakes off, burning your hand. The image starts to fade. The vision passes, and you're filled with an unbelievable nostalgic sense of longing. 18? It's evening already? How long was I out? A pretty long time. Long enough that I started to worry about you. Damn it, we need to hurry. So how was it? Strange. But I'd do it again. Stand up. It's like judging by the smell, someone's inside making soup. Now this person's making soup. This poor guy is sitting on the ground, leaning against a wall. An idiotic grin is lighting up his face. Hey, you okay, friend? Marie, you're such a good girl, Marie. Looks like he's still caught in the joy storm. Touch his shoulder. As soon as you touch the man, he opens his eyes. For a split second, he looks friendly. What the hell, man? I was playing with my dog. What? Nothing, asshole. Listen, I don't have time for this. I have important business. Shove your business where the sun don't shine. Now I have to wait for the next storm to see her, and who knows when the hell that'll even be. Sorry. Oh, somebody's grumpy. The door's shut. It seems no one's home. The women look at you over suspiciously. The man hasn't come out of the storm's clutches yet. I don't see any. Is there something I can click on? There we go. You see devices lined up on a dusty counter. Are you out of mind with prices like that, you old hag? An old man standing nearby calls out in the direction of the counter. A tired-looking woman is behind the counter, and you see the slightest flame of hope flare up in her eyes when she sees you. Another one. If you're here to look with no money, then get lost. The counter is still surprisingly full, considering the meteorologist died a whole 3 days ago. Are you selling the meteorologist's possessions? Yes, all my husband's things are right here. Anything catch your eye? Examine the counter in silence. The counter's covered in devices of all different sizes and complexities. Which one controls the weather? I don't know. The text says it's a device covered in switches and dials. They're all covered in switches and dials. How about we look at the most worn out ones that look like they've been used every day? There are two that fit that description, on the left and the right. Ask her about the left one. How much for this device? 100 bags of sand. How much? My price is firm, she says harshly. My husband didn't make all these devices or whatever, but by hand, just for them to be given out for free. I paid 10 bags of sand as a bribe just to get in here, and for that I had to crawl through the sewer. A bribe? And you want 100 bags for some piece of junk? Just grab it and jump out of the book. We'll figure it out later. Where are you seeing junk here, you jerk? Get lost. I'm calling the guards. She grabs her radio attached to a pillar. Just grab the devices. Damn it, Etain. Do it. You're the one who deserves to be arrested. 100 bags. You're insane. That's what I said. She's insane. You're the old man shouting from behind you. You're not sure why he's still here. Hands up. You turn slowly and see two guards with their clubs raised and ready. That's him. He tried to steal my husband's possessions. Arrest him. I was just looking. Don't worry, miss. We'll handle this. Both guards start slowly walking towards you. Grab a device and throw it at the guards. Grab the first device you see and try to use it. Try to run away. Well, I doubt I'm running. You grab a random device off the counter and start pushing every switch and button you see. The guard and the meteorologist's wife watch you in silence. I don't think that's going to help much. Just run. You hear the whooshing of the club somewhere behind you. Watch out! Bam! Etain! Silence falls. And darkness. Well, who knew? You open your eyes. It's cold. Damn it. Was I out for long? Silence. Damn guards. You rub the back of your head, which is throbbing. Did anything else happen while I was passed out? Silence. Broderick? You tilt your head looking for the cage, but it's gone. Damn it. Well, this isn't good. Okay, we've got train tracks. You see a motionless body laying face down in the sand. Another disturber of the town's peace. Turn the body over. The man is wearing a coat. A tag is sewn to his chest. Examine the tag. The tag says W204. It also has a logo of the company called Reed Ram on it. Was he serving time too? What else would he be doing here? Nothing in the right one. In his left pocket, you find some cash and some old faded checks. One of them is the for phone service. They already raised the ladder. Did I hit the... I must have hit the leave button. You notice a slight glow coming from between the loose wall plates. What is this? Examine the inscription on the plates. You see a barely noticeable inscription on the plate. Trust a bag of bricks. Come on, I already know that. Move the plate. You dig away the sand beneath the plate, and part of the plating slowly comes off the wall. Grating. I wonder where it leads. Although from the smell, I think I already know. Oh, goody. An old wooden crate. Its lid is nailed shut with rusty nails. Open it with a crowbar. The damp wood of the lid lifts off without much trouble. Well, now I'm kind of glad I have the crowbar. The crate's hinges have been bound with steel wire. Apparently, whoever it belongs to couldn't afford a lock. You cut through the wire and open the crate. Right behind the grating, you see a path leading out of the sewer. Shake the grating. It won't budge. Keep shaking it. Nothing happens. Shake the grating like a psycho. Fucking hell, open up. Ah! You pull at the steel bars with all your might, but nothing happens. Well, this is just great. It was so close, but looks like this is the end. Remember that you have ink you can use that you've used on plenty of other occasions. Oh, right. I'm a writer. You hesitate for a second, right? Use ink to weaken the grating. The ink envelops the bars of the grating, and they slowly start to rust. Bang! You easily knock them out of place and clear the path. Done. I'm coming, Roderick. You hide around the corner and peek out of the tent. Yes, Mr. Norino, I'm sure. He was looking for that exact thing. He called it a weather controller. Mr. Norino is carefully twisting a device in his hands, trying to figure out how it works. Damn, he's already here too. If this thing really can control the storms, do you think my husband really created something like that and didn't tell us? All these years, all those people who died in the storms or who went insane, he might have been responsible for all that? I wouldn't jump to conclusions. We don't exactly know what the device can do, and maybe your husband did everything he could. I hope so. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for telling me this. It would have been terrible if such a valuable object fell into the hands of a stranger. I think we should break the woman's radio, clear your throat. Him. It's him. He's back. Ah, yes. We've met already. He tries to look nonchalant. The woman moves slowly towards the radio. Break the woman's radio. Crash. Your hit shatters the radio on the pole. The woman runs into the house. Give me that. Can it really control the weather? He asked calmly. It can. It's spectacular. And what if it could? Of course not. And what if it could? Then I can't just give you the controller. This thing can decide the fate of the whole town. I'm sorry. Norino takes a step back, grasping the controller tightly to his chest. It looks like he's prepared to fight for it to the very end. You notice a familiar object around his neck. Hold on, that's mine. You point at Roderick's cage, which is hanging around Norino's neck. When the hell did you manage to steal it? You sharply yank the cage off his neck and stuff it in your pocket. Norino flinches, not expecting you to act so suddenly. We need to run, now. Huh? Attention, all residents. This is Lendriff speaking. There's a death storm coming. I repeat, a death storm is approaching. Start evacuating. We have 10 minutes. Did you push something? No, I didn't touch it. We need to stop the storm. Give it to me now. Not a chance. Norino takes a step forward. Tell me how it works and I'll stop the storm. I don't actually know, but I can try and figure it out. I'm looking for the instructions. Then what use are you? You're just going to let people's lives depend on your attempt to try and figure it out? Let me at least look at the display. I can see what it means. Death storm, 7 minutes. Hurry. Anyone with an empty train, take on upper district residents. Train 12 is causing a jam up at the exit. The wheel fell off. Get that car off the tracks. It's blocking the way. I'm going to go see Lindorf. He and I will figure this out ourselves. Get out of my way. Hit him or grab him. Narina walks slowly past you. You try to grab him. But out of the corner of your eye, you see an object flying right at you. The steel tip of a cane. Bang. Damn it, not again. You fall right before you hit the ground. You see Narina climbing the stairs to the meteorology tower. You open your eyes and get up with some difficulty. Finally, get up the tower quickly and grab the controller. I don't know anything about a controller. My father didn't tell me anything. Darn, wrong button. I need to check the storm meter. Warning, death storm in 2 minutes. I don't know either. Just push something, Mr. Narino. Gather your strength. Let's go. One final push. This has been such a long day. Narino is arguing with a young man, the controller in their hand. A wild wind blows through the window. The storm is almost here. We're out of time. Kick Narino unconscious. Before Narino can react, you punch him in the jaw. Hey, it said kick. Can't have you interfering. The young man watches in silence, slowly pressing himself against the wall. Take the controller. You take the controller off Mr. Narino's unconscious body. You get your chance to stop the storm. Now it's my turn. The young man presses himself against a panel of instruments. Red lights are flashing all over it. 30 seconds, he says, taking a quick glance out the window, then squeezing his eyes shut. Examine the weather controller. Dozens of buttons and switches, and not a single one is labeled. What an egotistical asshole. The look the young man shoots you is filled with 10% understanding and 90% fear of dying in a death storm. There are 3 buttons, 3 big switches above the display. Start with those, and I'll check the text, but there's not much about it here either. Okay, first switch. The switch makes no sound as it moves. It seems to be completely broken. Second switch. 2 lights in the panel below come on. There are 2 buttons next to the light. Push the first one. Alarm set for 4 a.m. coming from device. The young man gives you a gloomy look, like the last shred of hope has just evaporated. Push the second one. The whole panel goes dark, and the device looks like it just did when you first started. Flip the third switch. The device starts vibrating. Whatever that means, flip the first switch. The switch clicks loudly as it moves, then a multitude of indicators and buttons light up on the display. Let's see. You spin the device around, trying to decide what button to push now. The wind coming in through the window picks up, and a strange metallic taste starts filling your mouth. You smell burnt metal. Okay, here goes. Close your eyes and push a random button. Pray and push a random button. Scream and push a random button. I'm gonna pray. The storm is still moving. Close your eyes and push a random button. It's slowed down, but it's still coming close. Scream and push a random button. It's moving away. It's moving away. Whew. You put the controller down with shaking hands, and you hear people's cheers from the cheers from the people outside getting louder and louder. That was close. Way too much going on for my first day. He holds his head in his hands. A large crowd is gathered in front of the tower. The people around you are loudly discussing what has just happened. I saw the storm move away at the last minute. I saw it with my very own eyes. And it was just about to reach the town, but then it stopped. Alright, calm down. The storm's gone. You can go home now. But what if it comes back? Well, you look at the controller in your hands. We'll just have to hope it doesn't come back. Why did it move away at the last second anyways? Yeah, and why did it get so close to town? That's never happened before. It's a long story. We drove it off, don't worry. We? Who's we? It was me. It was the young meteorologist. Put your hand on the young man's shoulders. Lindorf, the young meteorologist, did an excellent job proving himself. He managed to neutralize the death storm at the very last second. The crowd starts cheering. Hooray for Lindorf! What do you mean neutralize? That's not important. What's important is that you're not in danger right now. Now time for me to go. You look out at the uncomprehending crowd before you jump, and your eyes slide over the people until they meet with Lindorf's looking straight at you. Are you that... He gestures the controller, which you've already tucked under your arm as you prepare to jump out of the book. Listen, kid. This is your moment of truth, Atine. What moment of? You sigh. I need it. You'll do just fine without it. Don't worry. You'll do just fine without it. I heard these storms almost never hit the town anyway. Just keep on going a little longer, and then the book will end. And then everything will work out itself. Are there storms where you're from, too? Definitely not like these. Then maybe you can leave it with us, the device. Since the next time a storm comes, we won't be able to. Sorry, I can't. This device is the only thing that's keeping me from becoming... Well, what am I? In any case, it's really important for me. You tap your fist against your chest. Oh. Alright. Lindorf backs off defeatedly. Think about it. Damn it. You look around at the uncomprehending crowd. The people have gone quiet as they listen to your conversation with Linda. Think. Damn you, Roderick. It's not that simple. All you do is sit there in my pocket. You just don't understand. Whispers start running through the crowd. You hear snippets like insane and talking to himself. I can hand in this damn thing and get my shackles off. Do you understand how much that will change things? Do you understand how valuable it is to me? All the suffering I went through for this? Just look around. Again, you sigh but decide to look around at the whispering crowd. These are real people you see in front of you. You examine the people in the crowd. Some are whispering and watching your performance, but it seems as though everyone knows that something important is happening. Even the guards who practically cracked your skull earlier are standing off to the side and excitedly discussing something. Elderly men and women peer out from their windows trying to see what's happening in the darkness. A mother leads her child home. The child trips over a cable sticking out of the sand, and his mother quickly helps him up. They're people, they're characters. Technically, they're characters. They're characters. Then there's nothing more I can do. I'm sorry, Teen, I tried. I mean, they're technically not people. Everything's ready. Excellent work, Atune. I haven't even given the courier the briefcase yet, and you're calling? Not to worry. My shackles expert is on his way to you, and he'll pick up the order while he's there. He'll make quick work of yours, and then you'll be free, just as we agreed. All right. Thank you. Well, it was nice working with you. Yeah. I have an offer for you. Are you interested in taking on a few more jobs? We can discuss a bonus to your pay. No thanks. I'm done stealing. All right. Suit yourself. See you soon, Atine. Hangs up. Do I have to get the... No. Uh-oh. Stay down. Where do you think you're going? Where's the rope? Tie him up. Hey. After him quickly. The Heart of Sand, complete book 2. You fall onto the cold sand and your pursuers land nearby. So you want to do this the hard way. Damn, it's so cold here. Where's Vince? He's waiting in the car just in case. Wait, Vince is with you? That bastard. Deal with him quickly and I'll get the book ready so we can get to the collector. Can you handle this? Hey, anybody want to help me? I just saved your city a minute ago. Come on. Your voice echoes through the empty square. It seems like everyone is in bed asleep already. Fine. Okay, so we're going to stun. Drink that. Hit stun again. Stun is like the best thing ever. Should just be able to take him out. Haha. Are you okay? Relatively. What book do they want to take you into? 1 second. You pick up the book that one of the thugs dropped and look at the black cover. The name's been erased. They said something about a collector. Is that your boss? My former boss. You open the book and flip through the pages. You want to go there? I have this idea. Well, if you're sure about it, jump into the book. Ooh. Oh, look. Part of his mask is coming off. Incomprehensible. What? Why? Everything's blurry and there's no color. We've gone too deep. We're inside a book inside a book. I can barely breathe. Me too. We need to find the collector as soon as we can, then get out of here. What's your face? Why? What's... You touched your mask. Damn it. We need to hurry. You notice some familiar looking briefcases. A tag is visible on one of them. Walker R. Rich A. Item X. Client HRMN Publishing. What are those? Briefcases for stolen items. I give the collectors his orders in the briefcases like these. So there are objects from their books inside. Think there's something you could use in there? You open two of the briefcases in front of random. See the second. A leather-bound book lies on a velvet cushion inside the briefcase. There's something written here. Al-Azef? Examine the first briefcase. An old rag doll's inside the briefcase along with a set of rusty pins. Is that what I think it is? I don't know. What do you think it is? A voodoo doll? It even has pins. I'll take the doll. You can't shake the feeling that the doll might be useful. You take it out of the briefcase and carefully put the pins in your pocket. Look, there's something else here. Next to the briefcase is a bag stuffed to the brim with a note attached that says, "Sort later." Open the bag. Inside you find a folded up cloak, an opaque glass capsule, a small wand, and an old broom. Okay, so let's get the capsule. On the capsule you see a yellow triangle with a biohazard symbol inside it. Not a great start. There's something written here. Fear toxin. Inhalation causes prolonged panic and hallucinations. Store in a dark location. Ooh, should we take it? Okay, the broom. The broom trembles in your hand. You can feel it itching to take off. Looks like it's a flying broom. The cloak. You try to unfold the cloak, but as soon as your hand slips inside, the cloak disappears, so does your hand. Ah! Quiet. Carefully pull your hand out, and it's instantly visible again, along with the cloak. And the wand. Attack on the wand says Polymorph Wand. Transforms the target into an Ovis Aries. Novus Aries sounds ominous. Just don't point it at yourself. You hide the capsule and the wand in your pocket, throw the folded up cloak on your shoulder, and grab the broom. You really kitted out. I hope I can use all this. Let's go find the collector. Wait. 3 walkers are standing around a table in the brightly lit room. They haven't noticed you yet. Damn, so this is where they handle the briefcases for the orders. What's the plan? Put on the invisibility cloak. You unfold the invisibility cloak and put it over your clothes. Looks like it's working. What next? Sneak past the room. You tiptoe past the room with the walkers in it. Better to avoid more fighting than absolutely necessary. You see 2 walkers standing in the passageway. They seem to be guarding another set of boxes. They're discussing something quietly, completely unaware of your presence. I don't think you can squeeze past them. You should take off the cloak. It's only going to get in your way. Why would I want to take off the cloak? Okay. You take off the cloak and throw it over your shoulder. The walkers haven't noticed you yet. What's your plan? Should I fly past on the broom? I'm gonna save the capsule. Are you sure? You've never flown on one of those before. You're right, I shouldn't. Yeah, throw the toxin. You wind up and throw the capsule of fear toxin at the walkers. It falls right between them and shatters. The men turn around sharply. Hey, stop, you... You see both men's eyes wide in horror. You're a monster! Help! Both men look around in terror, then jump over the railing into the darkness. Hope it's not too far down. Stack of books, including the ones I've been in. It says he's a librarian. The librarian is busy arranging books and probably wouldn't even notice an atomic bomb. The guards notice you from far away and block your path. What's that noise over there? Is there a problem? Throw the cloak on him, hit him with the broom, use the wand. Use the wand. You take the wand out of your pocket and point at the closest walker. Ovis Aries. A beam of blue energy bursts out of the wand and hits the walker in the chest, and the next instant a sheep is standing where he was. Oh, that's right. Ovis Aries is the scientific name for a domestic sheep. I thought it was a spell. The other walkers have already dropped into a fighting stance ready to attack. Ovis Aries. You point the wand at the closest enemy, but nothing happens. A large crack is now running through the crystal at the end of the wand. Ugh, useless piece of... The other walkers simultaneously drop into fighting stances. Well, damn it. I was gonna say the wand finally came up, so... Oh, I'm gonna use it all. Ew. think I got all this food. Boss's hideout. All right, I give up. Just don't hit me, he smirks. Take off my goddamn shackles. You grab him by the throat. There's a slight problem with that. My shackles expert took the day off today. His daughter's sick. Whispering, he's lying. I know. How about I call you when he's available, okay? It'll only be a few days. You hit him. You think I'm an idiot? Well, if you really want to know. You promised me you'd take them off, so hold up your end of the deal. But you didn't hold up your end. I'll hold it up right now. You squeeze his throat harder. Calm down, you idiot. No one expects the writer's police can take them off. No one except the writer's police can take them off. Do you really think my own men would be walking around in shackles if I could take them off? I would build a literal empire stealing objects if I could do that. Not this half-emptied warehouse. Wait, I thought you had proof that he could do it. A friend told me about him. Wait, Vince told me about you. And then I found out he was one of your thugs. Was that all a part of your plan? Well, this thing that's happening now wasn't. He rubs his throat. You're going to take off my shackles. I don't know how, but that's your problem now. Or what? Are you going to kill me? A character? He winks a horrible wink. But you've turned into such a nice guy now, haven't you? Well, relatively. You squeeze his throat with all your strength and look him in the eye. Let's find out right now just how much of a nice guy I am. That doesn't quite inspire fear, to be honest. He glances briefly at the monitor where you can see henchmen running in your direction. Hit him again, grab him by the essence. I wonder what that is. Let's try. You push your hand deeper in, trying to touch not the collector's neck, but the very essence inside of him. You feel a scrap of old paper. Your fingers run across the text written there in old ink many, many years ago. Choking. Wait! What? I can call the shackle expert. Let's see tomorrow, okay? That's the only time frame I can give you. We'll get your shackles off and you'll be set. You can write as much as you want. His henchmen are almost here. Sorry, I'm not letting that happen to me again. You grab his paper with both hands and start pulling it towards you. Are you sure this is going to work? Yes. I've done it before. What? You see the client slowly separating from the book's environment, becoming something foreign. Damn. Aren't his henchmen going to come for us? They don't have a direct route to that book. Besides, they won't like what's waiting for them there. You keep pulling the paper. It gets more and more difficult to pull. What's going on? Now's not the time to give up? No, I'm not giving up. This is as hard as I can pull. What now? They're right outside already. Now we add another force. You bend your knees, ready to jump forward. You push off the ground. You hear an unbelievably loud crunching sound, so loud that it feels like the whole world must be able to hear it. With a ringing sound, the paper in your hand separates itself from the book and flies upwards with you. Damn it. I think I twisted my knee again. What on earth was that? Where the hell am I? What have you done? He looks around. You'll find out soon enough. The collector suddenly jumps up and aims the gun at you. It's an antique decorated with a swirling pattern. Take me back. Hey, calm down. Just calm down. Etienne? Hand over the book. Now, where's my book? I'm afraid nothing would come of it. Hey, don't joke around with him. The thing I just did? You'll hear it. They'll hear it. Writer's place. Nobody move. Hey, you, drop the gun. Not another step or I shoot him. Boss, that's Leroy Roshan. The collector? What the hell's going on here? Etienne, how are you mixed up in this? Oh, hello, officer. Hold on, how did you recognize me? You came in for questioning in that same coat. Damn, I disguised my face, but I forgot to put on a different coat. I'm warning you, I won't surrender alive. He aims the gun at the police officers, then back at you. And hold back your little pet writer here. I see him. Smirking. He puts his hand up and looks at the officer, waiting for a signal. Well now, we'll come to an agreement and everything will be just fine. Where's my book? I don't think we'll be coming to an agreement with you, thief. Quiet. No, we're going to make a deal, and I'm going to walk away. You're accused of stealing thousands of objects. I'm not letting you go anywhere. That's enough. Suddenly turning to you. This is all because of you, you bastard. The sound of a shot rings out. Etain! You close your eyes. Damn it! You open your eyes and look down. The metal of Roderick's cage protected you from the bullet, but there's not much left of it now. You see a small ragged scrap of paper inside. Derek, you moron! I told you to stop talking. Sorry, boss. Are you alright, Walker? Now it's your turn. Hands up. You look at the remains of the paper in your hand. Don't make us use force. Cool it. He's just in shock. Etain, it's best if you come with us now. We'll talk about all this at the station, okay? Hold on. What's that in his hand? It's a character, and not one from this book. Etain, are you out of your mind? You're carrying around a stolen character even in your current situation? Derek, I can't take an isolated character. Call for backup. You shove the officer. His head slams into Derek, who staggers backwards, eyes shut. Damn it. Jump out of the book. Get him. Holy shit. Roderick's dead. Okay, so Leroy Roshan, known as the Collector, was detained by the Writers' Police. Later, he was sentenced to execution, erasure. The entire chain of writers who used his services to buy stolen items from books, plagiarism, was also detained. The criminals received sentences from 5 to 6 years. Etain Quist was detained 5 minutes after his escape. The stolen character was not found on him. 28 years later. Okay, achievement, The Mastermind, complete book 7. Well, I think this is the house. Take off your disguise. Run a hand over your face. Damn, I'm an old man now. Alright, now I'm ready. Wait, carriage. An empty carriage, okay. Living room. Books are arranged neatly on the shelves. Sir? How can I help you? My name is Etain. Waiting for you to continue. You probably don't remember me. We worked together a long time ago. I can't seem to recall that. Are you sure you're in the right place? Oh, it's Roderick. I'm sure. I'd even say we were partners. I just wanted to see how things are going for you. If everything's alright after... Sorry to keep you waiting, I'm back. Oh, it's Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Roderick was Watson. Watson, he nods to the man by the window. Holmes, he nods back. And you, sir, he looks questioningly at you. I'm on my way out. Someone you know, Watson? I'm not sure. Are you quite certain you're alright, sir? Yes. My apologies again for disturbing you. Leave. Would you like some tea, sir? Well, time to head back. Leave the book. What in the world? Is that like a glitch? I bet that's a glitch. You're probably not supposed to look back there. I think it worked. Well then. I guess he put the piece back from Roderick's book. Etienne Quist, congratulations on your return to the ranks of the writing profession. Can't read that. Please find a sheet attached with detailed information on how sentence time served was. The final calculations of the time served is below. Initial sentence was 30 years. Assistance in capturing a particularly dangerous criminal, minus 3 years. Fleeing from the police officer, plus 2 years. Willfully turning self into police, minus 1 year. Total time to serve is 28 years. And you gotta be a writer again. Okay, achievement happily ever after. Complete the epilogue. Alright everyone, so that was Bookwalker. Definitely a very interesting game. Different than most games I've played. I mean, it's kind of like an RPG narrative story game. I am very curious if you can get different endings, or if it always ends like that, where you end up going to jail and stuff like that. So I'm just curious. So, like, if you've played this and you got a different ending, let me know down in the comments. Please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.